Welcome, Gemini. Happy New Year to you. This is going to be your January 2019 love energy reading. All right, so let's check into what's going on with you. 10 card Celtic call spread. All right, try not to do many clarifiers. All right, see what's going on with you, Gemini. Shuffle off camera 2. Gemini love January 2019. Okay. So the Lovers is in reverse, and Taurus just had this. So it's just shuffled really well, so that you might have a connection with the Taurus, or might be going through something that they're going through. Now this is maybe you're dealing with another Gemini, but often just disagreeing on different things. Another person in the picture, temptation, not being honest and truthful, and not a warm-hearted kind of vibe with you and another person. All right, and then it tells you that something might be really stressful, or might not feel all that great. It's like, why be bothered with it, or why to continue to push and push and push if things are not really kind of coming your way? That mutual understanding and growth between you and the other person. So there's an energy of needing to reflect on what might be breaking you two apart. Is it you? Is it them? You know, self-love, self-change is that you can make, or it's the other person, and they might need their own space. So it seems like you have a decision to kind of make a bit. All right, and part of the reason could be of some financial issues on your part, or the combination of both of you. So bad spending habits, not being able to kind of build something, selfishness, you know, people just not being able to share. Right, recent past. And when judgment is here in reverse, that means that we might brush over that reality and kind of allow things to be as it must, or you might feel like it has to stay how it is, or things are not going to change. I can't really make a big move, a big splash. I need to keep allowing someone to kind of do certain things or get away with certain things, so I don't have to come to a big decision, which could be life-changing. So some of you may have been afraid of making a big change, and how others might see you if you were to accept somebody, if you were to do something unusual, out of the ordinary. You know, things like that could be on your mind. All right, now what's on your mind? A lot of you might just need your space. You want to be single. You might even tell your partner or love interest that you want to move. You could be doing this for some of you, or just focusing on that self-love, you know, taking care of yourself, spending on you instead of spending time on someone else who's not being able to kind of give back in a way, either because they don't have it, or because they don't feel like they have the compassion right now to give to you. So let's keep that in mind. So person coming towards you, interesting for this month, the Hierophant continues to come out for every sign. So this is usually a card of commitment, and we'll see why that is there. Commitment, restriction, or talking about different philosophies, your beliefs, and how you approach the marriage in some way. Seems like they might, two things for some, it's not going to be the same way for everybody. Some of them, the person might want to stay in a marriage and it might be a bit broken. They don't want things to fall apart, so it's like, let's just stay together. There's no need to separate or go through with the divorce, because it's going to be too much, and we need to stay this way because of our children. That's how I see this picture. So that's interesting. And this energy of wanting to hang out, wanting to do different things, or sometimes just wanting to, hey, be friends and just party. Because I feel like if you're responding in this way, that tells you you're going to focus on you, be a bit more playful, and kind of take things slow right now. Kind of maybe even texting that person, sending them a message every now and then, but kind of keeping your distance, I feel, for some. All right, some of you might, the person that you're dealing with, they might want a child with you, to adopt a child, to whatever it might be, but there's some kind of restriction there. This doesn't look like complete and full commitment for some of you, yeah, not for many. All right, and then we have the this is how others might be seeing you, the Four of Wands. So you're either in a marriage or having a good time, celebrating something. There could be like a baby shower, some kind of family reunion, still kind of the new year, the beginning of the new year, so you might still be having a good time for some, or even that a big move or something like that, a big change. But that's why there could be some issues with the spending, because you have to put out a lot to do everything, to move everything, and schooling, learning, going to college, or whatever it might be. I feel like these might be some things going on, but they do see that you are maybe in a celebrating and having a good time. All right, now the advice: heal. All right, this is a card of healing, trying to let things go. This is an ending, but things are, maybe you're thinking about an ending, maybe you're not completely able to let it go just yet for some, and that's why I was telling you that there's a decision that you have to make on letting go of the past and what you think about somebody. Are you spending time with that certain person or significant other? If not, why aren't you? Why aren't they around? Ask yourself these questions. And how long has these things been going on? And if you are around somebody, and if you two aren't getting along, why are you still together? You always can be, that's your decision, but you don't want to force something to be how it is just to make the other person happy, because it's at the expense of your own happiness and well-being. So you got to be aware of that, but do take your time to heal yourself. All right, then we have the Empress in reverse, which is usually the wife or the girlfriend or the boyfriend who's not all that feeling all that attractive or creative or feeling really good. So there might be something that's feeling forced, might be some insecurities, and then somebody depending on you, or you depending on someone else right now. So I feel like these are some things that you have to kind of turn around. I feel like there's a throughout the month you're thinking about, well, you need to, all right, think about this particular relationship or marriage that you're in, and if it's healthy for you or not. There look like some issues financially first, but then in the other way, let's see the Hierophant. What might your love interest or partner be bringing towards you, or Gemini? King of Wands. That's usually different associate. Who had this? Taurus. I believe Taurus had this. So associating with different people, associates, team building, working on ways to save money, working at a different job or whatever it might be, but often working for themselves as well. But it could be a fire sign, and you have a Taurus as well for some other energies that your love interest or partner is bringing towards you. See that the Four of Cups is in reverse, and this came out for Taurus. So that might be really significant for some of you, but that whoever it might be, I feel like they maybe they've been tied up with somebody else, dealing with some other issues from the past, and every time you try to talk, reach out to them, whatever that might be. The Moon, I just clicked that in my hand, so something is there that's kind of off, all right, with you and that person. And as much as you will want to connect to them, or if you're connecting with somebody, you need to reevaluate this connection, because it seems like it might be holding you back. There doesn't seem to be a lot of growth there between you and that person. If anything, it's unhealthy, and it's either one-sided or there's just not a mutual understanding right now. All right, so let's see messages for Gemini for January 2019. Unrequited love. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This is something that you have to evaluate, and that's why I was saying, have you spent time with this person? Had they cheated before? Do you know about it? Did you accept it? How many times did you forgive them? Try to always forgive, but you don't have to accept it and allow that person back in your life every single time you do that, because that's not a an energy of loving yourself. So that's what made me think about you making a decision with this person. So one more card for you, all right, for Gemini. Then stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, and that's the energy of the Page of Wands. I feel for some, just kind of disconnecting, doing you. The Nine of Pentacles is showing up, which is, I feel like, after hearing this, and maybe some of you are already playing, so you might just want to disconnect with somebody because it just doesn't feel right. All right, it might be hard, it might be tough, because you might have some good memories about that person, but don't compromise in a way of kind of giving everybody your all and it's not coming back even a little bit from the other person. So that's going to be a reading. I hope the message has helped out. Lots of love to you, and I do wish you enjoy the month. Have a good one.